Hello dear student, welcome to Department of Chemistry. Myself Patil Jayashree. Today we study the atomic absorption spectroscopy. This technique is widely used in the industry for the determination of different type of metal ion, and the ion is determined with the help of flame method, and in flame method we are study the unexcited atom is in the absorption method. Okay, so let us study introductory part. What is AS? AS is nothing but the method, the flame method that measures the unexcited atom in an absorption method is called as the atomic absorption spectroscopy. Means in this particular technique we are using a flame method and we measure the unexcited atom. So why should we choose the AS technique for the instrumentation? Because this technique is very easier and it is useful for the determination of the trace element in the liquid. Generally, this technique is widely used because it have the high sensitivity. It determines the 70-old element, and it required only its sensitivity range is about 20 microgram per ml, about to the 0.005 milligram per ml. This technique does not require more than 1 ml of sample for the determination. So this technique is easily operate, easy to handle, rapid technique as compared to the other method. Therefore we choose the AS in your instrumentation. So in the present chapter we focused on the principal instrumentation application of AS. So let us begin with the principle of AS. When an atom absorbs some amount of energy, it changes its position from lower energy state to higher energy state. The atom does not vibrate, also does not have any rotational energy. Therefore, we get only electronic transition of the valence electron, which gives rise a very narrow line of the spectra, and this spectra is called as the atomic absorption spectroscopy. Atomic absorption spectra. So in this particular AS we deals with the isolated and line spectra and specified according to their wavelength with the help of UV and visible region. Means which type of spectra is we are getting is determined with the help of UV spectroscopy and IR spectroscopy. In IR we are mostly interested in the visible region. So what is the mathematical expression of the AS is total amount of light absorbed at particular wavelength, that is nothing but the nu is equal to pi. Here the pi e square divided by mc into nf. So in this particular case the E is nothing but the charge which is present on the charge on the electron. M is the mass of the electron. C is the velocity of light. Capital N is the total number of atom. Nu is the frequency absorbed by the atom in the light path, where F is nothing but the oscillator strength or the ability of the element to absorb at the frequency nu. In this particular equation, pi, E, M and C, both the four terms, all the four terms are we are considering the constant, and therefore our equation get converted into the nu is equal to K is nothing but the constant into N F. Okay, so student, we are study the principle of AS in short. So let us begin with the advantages of AS over FES. Before starting this point, we are seen that AS is completely independent of wavelength and temperature. Means this technique is completely does not have any effect of the wavelength and temperature. So let us begin with the advantages of AS over FES. In AS technique, we are getting only a absorption of single wavelength of light, and therefore we get the single line spectrum. While in FES technique, there are a lot of atoms get absorbed in a single time, and therefore we are get the hindered spectrum. So resolved spectra is observed in the AS. This is one of the most important advantage. Next advantage of the AS is what? It does not depend on temperature, and therefore it does not have any effect on the number of unexcited atom, also the temperature of the flame. So both the AS and FES technique is determined for the used for the determination of the different type of metal ion. One of the most important advantage is AS technique is very rapid and it requires very small amount of material for the operation. Generally the concentration is very low and it is required only 1 ppm concentration of the sample for the determination. So student, now we are focused on the limitation of AS method. This technique, in this particular technique, radiation source is hollow cathode lamp, and the hollow cathode lamp only absorb the single wavelength of light, and therefore every time we have to change the hollow cathode lamp as per the requirement of different type of metal ion. So next is this element like aluminium, tungsten, molybdenum, when heated to higher temperature form their oxides, and oxide cannot be easily effectively determined with the AS technique. The sample which is used in the AS is in the liquid form, and therefore gaseous sample does not determine with the help of AS method. Then the common anions like chloride, sulfate, carbonate is generally present with the metal ion, and they disturb the stability of the metal ion during the atomization, and therefore they are affect on the efficiency of the atomizer produces the metal atom. So it is very next disadvantage of the AS is it is very known that the metal in the aqueous solution shows the low absorbance, and therefore we have to use the organic solvent for the dissolution of the metal ion. So the most important part of the AS is the instrumentation of the AS. Here is the simple diagram of the AS instrumentation. First of all, the light source is passed through the first lens, and then sample get atomized into the flame. After atomization, the sample this material get unexcited, and the unexcited atom transfer towards the length and transfer the wavelength of light towards the monochromator. Monochromator select a single wavelength of light and transfer towards the detector. Detector collect that data and transfer towards the amplifier. Amplified that data and gives the readout system. Readout system read that data and give the spectral information in the form of digital method or with the help of graphical method. So now we are focusing on the construction and working of AS. Generally here we are using the single beam atomic absorption spectrophotometer. In that we are using the hollow cathode lamp, then there is slit is used, then sample get introduced, then transfer towards the light, then prism is used. Prism is acting as a monochromator use the single wavelength of light towards the detector. PC is detector here, then Q is nothing but the amplifier, and R is nothing but the readout system. As I already told you, the same sequence is used in this particular single beam atomic absorption spectrophotometer. So in your particular book we are using the atomic absorption spectroscopy. The radiation source is hollow cathode lamp, then atomizer, then entrance slit, monochromator, exit slit, detector. Used in AS is generally photomultiplier tube, amplifier, and readout system. So student, you have to keep in your mind the radiation source, atomizer, entrance slit, prism, that is nothing but a monochromator, exit slit, detector, amplifier, and readout system. Your complete instrumentation sequence is here. So we have to focus on the each and every component that is used into the AS system. What is their function? We can see one by one. So in AS there is some basic component is useful, as I already seen in the instrumentation diagram. So first is radiation source. There are generally two type of radiation source is used in the AAS. First is hollow cathode lamp and second one is electrodeless discharge lamp. Second used is chopper. Then third is atomizer and production of the atomic vapor. In that we are focused on flame, that is function of the flame, and next types of burner. Next is four component is nebulizer. It is sometimes called as the atomizer. Fifth component is monochromator. Sixth one is a detector. Seven is amplifier, and eight one is the readout device. Means your instrumentation of AS is completely divided into the eight component. You have to focus on eight component for the instrumentation of the AS. So let us begin with the one by one basic component of the AS. The first component of the AS system is radiation source. In that we are study the hollow cathode lamp. Hollow cathode lamp. The diagram of the hollow cathode lamp is here. Here the hollow cathode lamp is a low pressure gaseous discharge tube. This particular sorry Here is the hollow cathode lamp. The hollow cathode lamp consists of the low pressure gaseous discharge tube. It differs from the other discharge tube in the design and its cathode. Means its size of the tube is different for the different metal atom. It is a cylindrical cup shaped structure. It is a cup shaped material which shows the it consists of two electrodes. One is acting as a cathode, which is cup shape and made specified element or the alloy of the element. Here we are using the two type of electrodes. First one is cathode and second one is the anode. So the alloy is useful for the preparation of the cathode. For example, chromium cathode emits the chromium spectrum, silver cathode emits the silver spectrum. Means which type of element we are going to find out is used for the preparation of the cathode. Okay, thus hollow cathode lamp for each element of the interest must be used for the analysis of that particular element. Thus several lamp must be on hand. Therefore the material of the anode is not a major crisis here. Here the most important electrode is cathode. The cathode is useful for the determination of the electrode, and the metal which is going to be are analyzed is useful here for the preparation of cathode. The material used for the anode is not much important here. Here the high voltage near about 200 to 500 volt is useful across the cathode and anode. Voltage applied during that particular process is near about 200 to 500. So the atom, on the account of this particular, the atom of the filler gas that is usually used here, argon and neon, and latter prefers the ionize at the anode and attacks speedily towards the cathode. Means the light which is used get fall on the cathode, and on the surface it gets strike on the surface of the cathode. On account of this surface method of the metal of the cathode are physically separated into the atmosphere, and the separated atom are excited, and this process of the separating of the atom is known as the sputtering. Means what here, the particular light get fall on the surface of the cathode. Cathode get emit the electron of that particular atom and gets separated from the surface of it. And this particular separation or excitation of this particular atom into the hollow cathode lamp is called as the sputtering. Then the emitted electrons or excited atom is get considered as a characteristic of spectrum of the metal which is under consideration. So the emission consists of the discrete line of the metal in added to those of the filled gas. As shape of the hollow cathode lamp is cylindrical, the radiation and concentration of the limited region of the tube, and therefore the body of the lamp is made up of the borosilicate glass. Generally, below we are using sometimes silica also. The life of the hollow cathode lamp is related to the maximum current used in its operation. So student, in this particular hollow cathode lamp we are study the excited atom, and that excited atom get collected for the further process. So let us see the next radiation source is electrodeless discharge lamp. Electrodeless discharge lamp are next in the number to that of the hollow cathode lamp in the AS. It consists of an evacuated tube. In this tube, the metal of the interest is placed, means which metal is we are going to analyze, it get placed into that particular evacuated tube. The tube is filled with the argon at the lower pressure. It is then sealed off. And then microwave discharge cavity. Because of this, argon becomes plasma and then causes the excitation of the metal which is sealed inside the tube. The emission of the metal is that of its spectrum. The element that caused trouble in the manufacturing in the hollow cathode lamp are best suited in the electrodeless discharge lamp, means the metal which is not easily determined with the help of the hollow cathode lamp, that metal we are determined with the help of electrodeless discharge lamp. This diagram of electrodeless discharge lamp is not in your book. You have to use this diagram for the better explanation in the exam. So student, the next and most important component of the AS is chopper. The main function of the chopper is nothing but the rotating wheel is introduced, which is put in between the flame and hollow cathode lamp. So it is known as the chopper. Its main function is it cut the steady light from the lamp into the intermittent light, and this gives an alternating current into the photo cell. At the same time, flame also gives the steady current which is caused by the emission of the light by the flame, but only an alternating current get amplified and recorded, and hence interference by the flame can be overcome. So student, what is the main function of the chopper? Chopper is useful for the cutting of the steady light into the intermittent light, and that intermittent light only get amplified towards the amplifier detector and we get the recorder. The main advantage of it is it get avoid the interference of the other element which is present in the flame. So student, next is third component is atomizer. Atomizer, in that we are consider the flame. Flame form an ideal mean for converting the solution into the atomic vapor, means liquid solution get converted into the vapor with the help of flame. While flame exhibits certain problem and disadvantage, still it is very commonly used because it is very and simple and inexpensive and very easy technique. It provide comparatively a stable environment for the atomic absorption. The main function of the flame is what? It evaporate the sample. Next is decompose and dissociate the molecule, and third one is provide the ground state atom to the excited state atom. Flame temperature must not be too high during the AS system. Generally, the fuel used for the flame is propane or the coal gas or hydrogen or acetylene or infrequently butane. The main 1 mark question get asked which type of fuel is used for the generation of the flame into the AS system. So you have to write in that case coal gas, hydrogen gas, acetylene or butane or propane generally used for the generation of the flame as an fuel. So Oxidant used into the flame is oxygen with diluting inert gas, air, or nitrous oxide. Some gaseous mixture have been suggested, but they are toxic, difficult to obtain, and required premixing. So, student, in this particular case, you have to focus on which type of fuel is used, which type of oxidant is used for the generation of the flame. So, there is also lot of time question is asked which type of burner is used into the AS system. The burner used in the AS system is premix burner and total consumption burner. Let us see the total consumption burner in detail. So it is the on the right hand side we are considering the total consumption burner. In the total consumption burner, the sample solution, the fuel and the oxidizing gas are allowed to pass through the different passage. So from this side there is sample get introduced, here is fuel is introduced, here is oxidant get introduced towards the top of the burner. They are mixed at the opening of the base of the flame, means here they are get mixed with each other. The flame then break up the sample solution into tiny particles, means it is in the solution form, and after that it is get converted into the droplet or some tiny droplet. This droplet are then evaporate and to form the residue. After it is get reduced into the atom and it get catch the flame. So student, it is a very simple operation. First, from three pathway, that is sample path, fuel path, oxidant path, we are introduced our material towards the top of the total consumption burner. Then that sample get to convert into the tiny droplet, and this tiny droplet evaporate to form the residue. After it is get reduce the atom. This is the total construction and working of the total consumption burner. The position of the oxidant fuel may be interchanged as per the requirement. So now we are focusing on the premix burner. Here is the diagram of the premix burner on the left hand side. In this particular case, the fuel sample and oxidant gas are taken into a mixture chamber. So here, with the help of aspirator, the sample get introduced into the chamber, oxidant from this path and fuel from this path. All this particular component get mixed with each other into the mixing chamber. The middle part is a mixing chamber. So from there they are carried through a series of buffels. The lines are called as the buffels. That buffel roll is what? The buffel mix the oxidant, fuel and the sample. The flame orifices in the form of long arrow slot, means after mixing into the buffel they get transferred towards the narrower slot. At the slot the burner catches the flame and convert the material into the tiny droplets. After that it is get transferred towards the further process. The main disadvantage of this particular premix burner technique is the type of the aspirator that is produces droplet of the different size, but due to buffets this droplet become uniform in the size before they get reach to the flame. On account of this, reproducibility of the result is very good as compared to that of the total consumption burners. Means here is uniform droplet get introduced at the top of the burner, and therefore we get the very reproducible result as compared to that of the total consumption burner. So most of the time we are using the premix burner into the AS system. The question asked in this particular topic is give the short note on types of burner, or they can ask specially to explain the total consumption burner, explain the premix burner, or maybe the question asked on this particular point is give the advantage and disadvantage of the total consumption burner or premix burner, or maybe they can ask a difference between the premix burner and total consumption burner. It is a very important point regarding to the exam. So let us begin with the next point, nebulizer. The nebulizer is used in the AS is generally pneumatic type and which flow of gas through the orifices and a vacuum drawing the sample up into the capillary, means it give a capillary action to the sample. The adjustment of the position of the capillary affect the uptake rate of varying the vacuum. As solution passes through the venturi on an aerosol is formed, the process of conversion of sample solution into the small droplet is called as the nebulization. You have to focus on the definition of nebulization is what? Conversion of sample solution into the small droplet. It is a type of burner. Back pressure of about 250 torn is created near the tip of the burner. Generally most of the time it can act as a burner like function, but total consumption burner and premix burner is most of the time is used. Here the main function of the nebulizer is to convert the sample solution into the small droplets. So next we study the monochromator. The main function of the monochromator is to isolate a single line of the analyte spectrum. This can done with the filter better or interference filter prism and grating. The whole assembly of the monochromator is made by filter, interference filter, prism and grating. This explanation of the monochromator is in the spectrophotometer chapter. So here monochromator function is only what it gives the high resolution spectra, means single wavelength of light get transferred towards the photo multiplier tube, that is nothing but the detector. So in AS there is medium resolution monochromator is suitable as compared to that of the higher one. We have to only focus on that. It select what is the main function of monochromator? It select only single wavelength of light and get transferred towards the detector. Detector is used into the photo in the AS system is generally photomultiplier tube. Exclusively, AS is considered only photomultiplier tube for the determination of the data which is getting from the monochromator. The power supply is very steady and stable. It show good stability. Here the photocathode is a series of the electrode. They are called as the diodes and an anode. It is connected to a power supply. What is the main function of the detector is what? The detector in the first diode there is transfer of the data. That transfer data get transfer into the different type of series like 1 2 3 4 5, and that electron get multiplied. The detailed information of the photomultiplier tube working is we are studying into the spectrophotometer. Here you have to only kept in mind that the photomultiplier tube used in the AS system, and that gives the data towards the amplifier. The amplifier and readout system is the last part of the AS system. So amplified that data and provide the information in the form of graph or the electrical digit. So the sequence of the AS instrumentation is hollow cathode lamp, then chopper, then we are introducing the flame, then monochromator, then detector, then amplifier, and last one is the readout system. So student, you have to only focus on this 8 component for the instrumentation of AS system. In the next lecture, we study the interference into the AS system, also the type of interference and the application of AS system.